this alone. The suspect said other things that are part of this investigation so that we can make sure that everyone associated with this tragic event is brought to justice.
That is the Dallas Police Chief. You can mark as the demarcation point, the point of no return, July 7th, 2016, of when the George Soros, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, globalist, destabilization, race war-based civil war program was launched in the United States. There have been dozens of movies the last year pushing racial division and oppression of black people and bringing up every old wound and reopening, rubbing salt in it. There have been countless TV shows and news programs and press conferences, and the president, 4 times that I'm aware of in the last week, coming out and giving speeches about the oppression of black people and the harassment of black people in this country, which undoubtedly is going on to some extent, but the point is, metrically, statistically, it's one of the least important issues if you're actually black in this country, or any other color. And I'm going to go over the statistics and the numbers. But they are absolutely hyping this going into the hottest months of the summer, July and August, ahead of an election that's 4 months away. A lot of people, this broadcast today will be deja vu, because you've heard me hammer the plan that they're orchestrating. You've heard me point out that the big money banks and the Ford Foundation, the Carnegie Foundation, and the Rockefeller Foundation, not just George Soros, are behind funding hundreds of millions of dollars into these groups, universities, high schools, you name it. What you're going to see today is obviously the aftermath of what's happened, but it's going to be a breakdown of what's coming. Now, there's several different future scenarios, and we the people are going to govern what happens. But right now, we are witnessing George Soros brags, and we're putting reports together showing all this. He did in Tunisia, in Libya, in Egypt, to a failed extent in Syria, in Ukraine, in Georgia, and many other areas. You know in Egypt, and you know in Ukraine, and other areas, the overthrow of the governments began as anti-police demonstrations. Because police are the visible form of the government, and what the people run into, and the media plays it up to scapegoat them for the larger government problems. Kind of like blaming TSA for Congress putting it in place. And the globalists can sit up in their palaces while the low-level people get the heat. This is an exact program. Now, we know the enemy program. If people will listen, and if the local governments will listen, we can stop this. I know how to stop this. I told you it was coming. Listen to me. We'll be back. Humans are designed to pick a side. It's our ancient programming. It's our instincts. Cowboys versus the 49ers. Coke versus Pepsi. Ford versus Chevy. Black versus white. And the global social engineers have written countless books and white papers admitting that they just manipulate us and play us off against each other. Very, very powerful words we're going to play in a few minutes of Ben Carson, where he boils it all down in just a few minutes. What exactly is going on here? It's very, very sad. I have the statistics from the FBI and from the states here about just how many people cops are actually killing, period. And when you look at it, you understand it is a total red herring. Now, that isn't about defensive police or bureaucrats or fundraising, revenue generation that's going on. I certainly have a lot of issues, and people know that I am a major government reformer or police reformer. I've written books, I've made films. Why, years ago I was known as Mr. Anti-Police State. But it was my deep study of the issue that brought me to a much more sophisticated, in-depth understanding of not just police in this country, but the entire compendium of the history of police and paramilitaries for that matter. try to cover what's happened in Dallas, what this signifies, where we're going, and how we can hopefully stop this, because let me explain something. I'm 100% on the side of due process in local government, and thus the police. And the reason I'm making that bold statement is I want to choose a side and say which side I'm on. And I'm going to elaborate on this in just a moment. Because at a primitive level, we all tend to jump to one side or the other. I choose due process in local government because I know who's behind this destabilization program, and I understand where it's designed to lead us. And by legitimately supporting due process and not anarchy, I will then legitimately be able to be involved in reform and trying to make this a better nation and a better world. Now, let's be clear. We're told there's two sides. You're either for the police or you're for Black Lives Matter. I don't choose a side in that because it's a false paradigm. Foreign, multinational, social engineering programs on record that have been used all over the world to overthrow governments and to destabilize regions are, in effect, not just here, but in scores of nations, and we're going to break that down today. So it is multinational globalists manipulating our internal affairs to turn us against each other and start a civil war. So when I say I choose local government and due process, that isn't choosing the police, it's choosing my country and recognizing an outside attempt at divide and conquer. Come to the dark side. So when you think about the sides to choose, it's George Soros or it's your local government. It's the New World Order, it's Goldman Sachs, it's JP Morgan. Who's financing the anti-police groups? Who's financing the open borders? Who's financing bringing the groups in? Yesterday, Obama announced 15 corporations led by Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan that are actually bringing the foreigners in themselves. That's who's hijacked the country. And whether it's Ukraine or whether it's Egypt or whether it's Georgia, this destabilization program is being carried out and captained by George Soros. He has taken the credit for all three countries and others. And when they overthrow all three of those countries, do you know how they did it? It started with anti-police groups. And then they either bully the local governments into accepting their leadership over the police, or they start a civil war and overthrow the elected government and then put their people in. This is an admitted program being run by the State Department and George Soros and Obama. And notice Obama and all these movies, all these TV shows, and all this propaganda, and Obama coming out in 4 different speeches the last week, including one yesterday, saying that the police are after black people and the police are persecuting them and they're killing them and it's a big problem. And then this happens hours later in Dallas and Obama comes out this morning. It's on Infowars.com. We have the clips. And says, quote, here it is from Politico. After latest shooting, Obama says U.S. police must reform. So it's their fault that this former Army soldier, Micah X. Johnson, 5 facts you need to know, who's told police before he was killed by a robot, that's interesting, that he was angry at white police and white people that wanted to kill them because of the Black Lives Matter movement had angered him. This gentleman and 2 other people decided, because they were mad about a video out of Minnesota where a cop might have shot somebody who was innocent, okay, burn him. And so you just go out and randomly target white people. Pure, mindless, racist tribalism. And then you've got Loretta Lynch and the UN with the Strong Cities Initiative launched this year, 6 months ago, in February, coming out and saying, we're going to reform the police with the UN, with taxpayer-funded offices in every major city, to basically take over the police departments and local government. So then the police can persecute libertarians, veterans, conservatives for not believing in man-made global warming or exposing Agenda 21. That's in the new Democratic Party platform to arrest us. This is how you bring in totalitarianism. Everything we've been warning about is happening now. Unbelievable. The feds get them armored vehicles. The feds militarize the police. The feds teach them instinctive shooting. Same thing happened in 1972. And put ads for years in newspapers explaining less than 10 truck attacks a year on the coast of the United States. Period. Less than 5 great white attacks. There's less than 12 worldwide a year. Look it up. They think there's a big shark about to eat them. It's a perception. Just like they create the perception that the police are just mowing black people down everywhere. 250-something in 2015 out of tens of millions of people. Black people in Chicago, and those numbers are only going up. Black on black, you never hear about that because it's not the cops. So people aren't even aware, they don't have a perception. Thousands and thousands of black people shoot and kill each other a year, and it's not even an issue. 200 and something get killed by cops. And it's the biggest issue this country ever saw, and this country's on the edge of civil war and being destabilized by George Soros and a group of multinational foundations. He put $34 million in 1 month into Ferguson alone to trigger this whole movement. And the Ferguson case was a justified shooting when we looked at it. Some of these aren't. But the issue is, this is a synthetic, artificial program. I'm going to play the clip, get into what happened, break it all down. Our reporters that are on the ground, Kari Jackson, Joe Jennings. We've got all the clips of Black Lives Matter, even here in Austin. Going oink, oink, bang, bang, you're dead. Deck the halls with dead cops, la 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 la. This is the organized attempt to kill so many police and cause so much fear that then Loretta Lynch comes in to, quote, reform the police. Like Al Sharpton said, we're using the police shootings to federalize, and they should all be federalized. Remember that clip? That's all this is a power.
Dumb nigga better act like you know it's on my hip. 100 rounds, 100 rounds, 100 rounds.